Hal, welcome to Learn Arabic Online with Lubna Dumayan. Arabic is an exceptional system of words for communication that is in possession of distinct written symbols. It is considered as a divine code, a secret language calling for a lot of attention, patience, and hard work to learn and understand. Arabic is encrypted, and the curious students, need a transliteration into Latin encoding, enabling you to read and pronounce the words properly. Therefore, techniques have been developed to help you with the pronunciation of Arabic words when transliterated. So what are these techniques? Let's find out. Unfortunately, some letters lack English and Latin equivalents as their sounds are completely alien to English speakers, like Ain, the Semitic letter Ain, a growl sounding A, the growling A of a lion. Ain is a wild letter because it is used by a wild animal, the lion. The sound that is produced by compressing the larynx. This pressure converts the human voice into a threatening one. You may find yourself growling while speaking Arabic. Warning, do not be scared of yourself. This letter represents a voiced pharyngeal fricative and can be marked by a single opening quotation mark, as if we have borrowed the top of the letter Ain. So here is our Ain, and here is the matching symbol. See? As in the word Arab, Arabs. Arab is the plural form of the masculine noun Arabi, an Arab. And we have just to attach the ta of femininity to its end to have its feminine form, Arabiya. And the ta is not even pronounced, Arabiya. So how do we transliterate these words? So we have a, we have a ain followed by a fatha, the short vowel that comes with the sound of a, which is represented by the letter A. So we have the ain and the a. So this is a. For ra, we would use the letter R followed by the fatha, which is an A. Arab. And for the B, where is our short vowel? We have a missing short vowel, so we will mark the B with the sukun, the zero sign. So when we have the zero sign, you would just transliterate the consonant, which is B. Arab. عرب. What about عربي? So عربي would be عرب, but we have a kasra that follows the ba. So, and the kasra comes with the sound of E. And for this purpose, we use the letter I. Arabi. And here we have an emphasis sign seated on top of the ya, which means we have double consonants. We have two yas. So we have ya is represented by an English Y. So we have a ya and another ya. Arabi. Alright? And for Arabiya, we hear that a sound, which comes from the presence of this fatha, Arabiya. So we adjust the a, and we ignore the ta because it is not pronounced. We hear just the ya, Arabiya. Arabiya. That's easy. You can also use the number 3 in the role of a practical alternative as a reflected image of this letter that is akin to a growl. So, it would look like this. Instead of this symbol, we would have the number 3 and then A-R-A-B, Arab. So here is our ain and here is its reflected image. Here is the mirror. Alright? So the ain would think that it is a 3. Tricky reflection. So ain is simply a compressed a. Ah. Arabic has a useful letter to clear your throats. The letter kha. These consonants are called by names, and this one is named kha, or you can just say kha. The letter kha plus a fatha, kha, symbolized with the combination of K and H, or an underlined K, in order to discern it from regular K that represents the letter kaf. Kaf. It may sound gross, but this sound arises when you hawk, when you attempt to clear the throats by coughing up phlegm. It is an audible effort that manifests the ungracious sound kha. So, hakelugi, what if you need to clean the lenses of your glasses without any toxic solution? So you breathe on to steam them up before you wipe the lenses. A pure organic cleaning. This action involves the letter ha, 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 as in marhaban, marhaban, hello, welcome. which is exemplified with the number 7. So here is ha, and here is the number 7. You have to adjust this arch. 7. Or a dotted H to differentiate it from the letter ha, with H as is its counterpart in English. So, we have marhaban with a dotted H, or marhaban with the number 7. And ahlan with H. That represents the letter ha. And here we have the first letter of the Arabic alphabet. Ahlan. That is called alif. It is composed of the glottal stop hamza, a frozen A. As in about, at, expressed with a single closing quotation mark or an apostrophe. Or number 2, as an inverted hamza. So here is our hamza, and here is number 2. Again, reflected, inverted. What sound do you hear when you gargle? The verb gargle in Arabic is غرغرة, and you may use the GH for the transliteration. So you would have غرغرة, or an overlined G to have a different transliteration, written transliteration. غرغرة. Some of the letters share the same sound with different depth, just as ta and ta. Ta, ta. The thin ta is equivalent to the letter T, whilst the emphatic letter ta produces a deeper sound, emerging from the throat, as in the word tar, rather than the top of the tongue, as it is in the case with the letter ta, like tablet, train. Number 6, or a dotted T, are the analogous symbols to be used for the transliteration of the letter ta, ta. When another dot is added to ta, we end up with a different letter, capped with 3 dots, forming a virtual triangle if you connect the dots. I enjoyed doing that in kindergarten. The sound shifts to tha, from ta to tha. That you are already familiar with in English as in think, symbolized with TH. or an underlined T to discern it from ta, that is represented by the letter T. The same holds true for kaf and qaf, ka, ka. When it comes to the deep ka, we use the lowercase q or 9. So the imaginary scene inside your throat is that the air is trapped from deep down the throat for the production of this sound, as with the word qalb, heart, and kalb, dog. Qalb, heart, kalb, dog. Ka, ka. It is all about restraining the airflow at a certain point of your throat. So feel and spot where the kaf is exactly pronounced and then compress that area. So ka, it comes from here. So let's compress ka. I can't pronounce any more the ka. Ka, ka. So it is where the rope of execution, not that I have tried that, execution is placed to throttle. Hanging man, it's from here. It is for sure more comprehensible when we encounter a similar sound to English in Arabic as dal, da, which is similar to di of dad, in contrast with dad, da, as in doctor or dog, then the fancy description of pharyngalized voiced alveolar lateral fricative. It sounds like it is borrowed from a biology book, a term that is borrowed from a biology book. Dal is another variant of dal and sounds as in the words those, then. This sound is rendered with an underlined D or DH when transliterated. Dal is smoother than dhad, dha. And the difference between them is so slight. For these both dental letters, you place the tip of your tongue between your teeth. However, the letter sounds more like Z than a D, marked with a dotted Z for the, dhal, the, and the. Here, the Z. Thin versus thick sound applies to the letters sin and sad. Sin is the English S, as in 6 and 7, while the emphatic sad, sa, is heard in the words soccer, salt, sorrow, so, transliterated with a dotted S, as in صعب. صعب. صعب means difficult. صعب. So we have the dotted S followed by the letter A representing the fatha, and we have a ayn with the sukun. So we would just write this symbol. And we have a B with another sukun. That we don't write anything, just the B. صعب, difficult. Sheen, sheen is symbolized by SH, as in short, or with an S marked with a diacritic mark that sits right above the S and looks like a mini V. It is noteworthy to know how to Romanize Arabic definite words with the definite article al, the English the, as with the word al-Arabiyya, the Arabic language, al-Arabiyya. So we hear the fatha of the alif. So we will write an A, and then the lam, al. And we put a hyphen to demonstrate that this is not part of the word in question. It is there just for definiteness, to mark the definiteness of the word. We have a hyphen, and then the ayn, a, with the fatha. So we have a, ra, b, the I for a kasra, and the double Y for the emphasized ya, Arabiyya, al-Arabiyya. Or, here we have another word, as-sa'ada, happiness. Here, what do you hear? As-sa'ada. We don't hear the lam at all. So we omit it during the transliteration. So we have a, and we have a double sin because of the shadda, the emphasis sign, shadda. So we hear the as-sa'ada. So instead of the lam, we write the S. Like if we merge them. Like if the S replaced the lam. As-sa'ada. And then we have the other S, the A for fatha, and for the ayn here, this is wrong. It's not the R. We have the ayn and the letter A, the overlined A. This overlined A means that we have a long vowel fatha. We have two A's because the fatha is followed by the long vowel alif. So fatha plus long vowel alif equal an overlined A or two A's. So we have assa, da, and the D for dal followed by a the letter A that represents the fatha, and the ta marbuta, the ta abta, we don't even pronounce it. So this is as-sa'ada. So two ways to transliterate the definite words. So here, as you have noticed, the sound of L, of the definite article, with the word as-sa'ada, merging in that of the next following letter, which is an S. This phenomenon appears with solar letters. الحروف الشمسية. And there is a lesson about this topic. Namely, تاء, ثاء, دال, ذال, راء, زي, سين, شين, صاد, ضاد, طاء, ظاء, لام, نون. So the lam is passed over in pronunciation and assimilated to the following consonant whenever a word begins with one of these letters. الحروف الشمسية. And prefixed with al. In the case of all other letters, al is pronounced fully, as with this word, al-Arabiya, because the ain does not belong to the group of the solar letters. The short vowels are interpreted with an A when it comes to a fatha, similar to the sound that is produced with the word assembly. An I for a kasra, as it sounds in sit, and a U for a dhamma, as in ultra. For long vowels, we just double the letters of the short vowels symbols to have two A's, double A, for a long fatha, when a fatha is followed by a long vowel alif, or an overlined A. Double I for the long vowel kasra, when you have a kasra followed by a ya, the long vowel ya, or an overlined I. So you get rid of the dots and you draw a line on top of the I. As in deep. For the long vowel fatha, as in father. And double U, to use, for the long vowel dhamma, or an overlined U, as in smooth. We also double the consonant when it is stopped with a shadda, as we have seen with the word Arabi. Even al-Arabiyya, see, we have double Y. So now let's transliterate some Arabic proverbs. لا دخان بدون نار. لا, we have an L plus two A's, or an overlined A, because we have a la, the lam, and the long vowel alif. La may be written this way or this way. Dukhana. The noun that is preceded by the negative particle la is in the accusative. Dukhana. Dukhan, smoke. Dukhan. Biduni. Biduni, without. We have a B. And here, B, this is a compound word. We have a B, the preposition B, attached to dun. Dun means, biduni means without. That's why we put a hyphen in between to indicate that B is not a built-in part. So we have B plus duni. We have two U because of the dhamma that is followed by the long vowel wow. U. Long vowel. So we have duni, or you can overline the U like this. Biduni. Because we have already duna. Duna is the original word. And here we have attached the preposition be. Nar. Nar, fire. Narin. So everything here is in the genitive because it is preceded by the preposition be. And here we have a tanween because it is indefinite. Biduni narin. So here, what do you hear? We have a na, the noon, represented by the n, followed by a fatha, and the long vowel alif. So we have a long fatha, we have double A, overlined, or you may write it this way. And rin, we have the R plus the in, tanween. For two kasras, we hear the sound of in, narin. So you write the I and the N. La dukhana biduni narin. There is no smoke without fire. Meaning that there is usually truth behind a rumor or suspicion. If unpleasant things are said about someone or something, there is probably a good reason for it. Maybe or maybe not. عند البطون ضاعت العقول. عند, we have a عين, followed by a kasra, represented by the I, and the noon with the sukun. So we are just in the N, and the dal plus a fatha. We have an A, عند. Al-butun, tamiz. Button is the singular form of butun, button tami. Butun, tamiz. So we have al-butuni. So B is not a solar letter. Alright? It's not a sun letter. It's a solar letter. That's why we are pronouncing al. So we have al plus hyphen. We have a B, U, bu. And the tun, we have a T, the dotted T. Because this is not a ta, this is the ta, the emphatic one. Followed by the dhamma and the long vowel wow. So we have two U, or an overlined U. And the noon with the I, ni, butuni. Da'at. Da, we have the emphatic sound of D. That's why it is dotted. And we have a long vowel fatha. So we have an overlined A, plus the Ain, followed by a fatha and the Ta, da'at. Da'a means to be lost. In the imperfect, third person singular, feminine. Al-uqul, aql, mind. Al-uqul, minds. So we have al plus Ain, U, and the lowercase q for the qaf, followed by the dhamma and the long vowel wow. So we have two U's, or an overlined U, plus L and the U. So literally means when it comes to tamiz, the minds are lost. So a hungry belly has no ears. Meaning a hungry person is totally concentrated on the need for food. There is nothing else one can think of at the time when we're hungry. So feed me and then let's talk. You may explore cultures through proverbs. Indeed, we all come from different cultures, but connect up to a certain points because we are all human. Thank you for watching. See you next time. إلى اللقاء.